Welcome back to Success Beyond Borders from nGülam,
Yeah.
where every week we deep dive into interesting topics with folks working at media and tech.
Yeah.
So this week,
This week's a good one.
we're tackling
Yeah.
something that's been keeping a lot of folks up at night,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
that is transformation and growth
Right.
in the media and entertainment sector.
It's a wild world out there right now.
It is.
Streaming wars and
It's-
AI writing scripts.
Yeah, that was a lot.
New ways to get content in front of viewers.
Yeah.
Feels like everything's changing so fast.
Exactly, and that's where this deep dive comes in.
Yeah.
So we're going to unpack this really interesting piece from nGülam.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called The Unfolding Script, Navigating Transformation and Growth in the Media and Entertainment Sector.
So this is our cheat sheet.
Think of it like a cheat sheet
Yeah.
for not just surviving, but really thriving in this crazy, constantly evolving industry.
I think a lot of companies are starting to realize that the old ways of doing things just aren't working anymore.
Like the old playbooks?
Yeah, the sales tactics and go-to-market strategies that worked 5 years ago, they're practically ancient history now.
I love that.
It's true.
Ancient history.
Yeah.
So it's like showing up to a TikTok dance battle with a waltz routine.
You're going to get laughed off the stage.
You are.
Yeah.
So nGülam is really calling for this profound transformation in how businesses approach this sector.
Yeah, they've identified 4 key elements that are crucial for success.
Let's unpack them.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up, we have organizational change,
Okay.
which can sound kind of vague, but
Yeah.
nGülam is really talking about breaking down silos.
Right. Have you ever seen what happens when departments don't talk to each other?
I have. It's a disaster.
It can be a real comedy of errors.
Yeah.
You know, marketing's off doing their thing, sales is doing their... Customer success is somewhere else entirely.
Right.
And nobody's really on the same page.
It's so inefficient.
So inefficient, it frustrates everyone.
Yeah, and ultimately, it hurts the bottom line. So picture this. You've got all this amazing talent in different departments,
Yeah.
but they're like ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
They're not sharing information. They're not collaborating.
Right.
And they're definitely not working towards a common goal.
Yeah, that's what silos do.
Yeah, and nGülam is saying to really transform, companies need to bust these silos
Yeah.
and create this culture of collaboration.
It's not just about improving communication.
Right.
It's about creating a shared understanding of the customer
Yeah.
and a unified approach to serving them.
That makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we tackled organizational change.
Okay.
What's next on nGülam's transformation playbook?
Methodology modernization. The other
Okay.
one is all about ditching those outdated sales tactics that just don't resonate with today's media and entertainment buyers.
So like cold calling generic presentations,
Oh, yeah.
pushing features instead of benefits.
Yeah. All those tired old tricks that make buyers roll their eyes and hit the delete button.
Exactly.
nGülam is proposing a shift towards proven methodologies like MEDDIC, Challenger, or value selling.
Okay.
They even suggest using a customized combination of approaches depending on the company and its target market.
Let's take a look at those methodologies.
Okay.
First up, MEDDIC.
Yeah, this one sounds a little technical, but it's incredibly powerful.
Okay.
Especially when you're dealing with those complex sales in the media and entertainment space.
Right.
So MEDDIC is essentially a qualification process that helps you determine if a prospect is a good fit before you invest a lot of time and energy.
So it's like a filter
Yeah,
that helps weed out the tire kickers
exactly.
and focus on those leads that are most likely to convert.
Exactly. MEDDIC stands for Metrics, Economic Buyer, Decision Criteria, Decision Process, Identify Pain, and Champion.
Okay, that's a lot to remember.
It is, but by focusing on these key areas, you can avoid wasting time on prospects who aren't serious about buying.
So for example, let's say you're selling a new streaming platform to a major media company using MEDDIC. You would start by identifying those key metrics that really matter to them.
Things like subscriber growth,
Right, subscriber growth, churn rate.
content acquisition cost,
Yeah.
all of that.
Okay, so then you'd identify the economic buyer.
Right. The person who actually has the budget and authority to make a purchase,
Right, so this is often a senior executive,
usually.
someone who's responsible for the bottom line.
Right.
Next, you delve into their decision criteria.
Yes. What factors are they using to evaluate different solutions? What are their must-haves versus their nice-to-haves?
Yeah, and then you map out their decision process.
Exactly. Who needs to be involved?
Yeah.
What are the steps involved? How long does it typically take to make a decision?
And of course, you got to identify their pain points.
Of course, what challenges are they facing? What are their frustrations? What are they ultimately trying to achieve? You need to find a champion within the organization, someone who believes in your solution.
Right. Someone who will go to bat for you.
Yeah. And is willing to advocate for it internally.
Okay. I can see how this could be incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
In helping companies qualify leads and really focus their efforts on the most promising opportunities.
It can make a huge difference in your conversion rates.
Yeah.
And ultimately, your bottom line.
Yeah, that's a nGülam in a nutshell.
There you go.
Okay, what about the Challenger sale?
The Challenger sale is all about disrupting the status quo and challenging the customer's assumptions.
Oh.
So you're becoming a trusted advisor and providing insights that make them rethink their current approach.
So instead of just presenting your product and hoping for the best, you're actually teaching the customer something new.
Exactly.
And helping them see the world in a different way.
That's the goal.
Okay, so this approach is particularly effective when you're selling innovative solutions that require customers to really rethink their current approach.
Absolutely.
So let's say you're selling a cutting-edge AI-powered content creation platform.
Okay.
Instead of just listing the features and benefits, you would actually start by challenging the customer's assumptions about how content is created.
You might present them with data that shows how AI is already transforming the industry.
Right.
And highlight the limitations of traditional content creation methods.
Then you tailor your pitch to their specific needs and challenges, showing them how your solution can help them create better content.
Faster and more efficiently.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you take control of the sales conversation, guiding them towards the right solution, and overcoming any objections they might have.
It's about being bold.
Yeah.
Confident.
I like it.
And insightful.
It's challenging the customer to think differently.
Yes.
And embrace these new possibilities.
Exactly. And that brings us to value selling, which takes a slightly different approach.
I like that name.
It's a good one.
It sounds like something I could get behind.
It's a very customer-centric approach. It focuses on highlighting the unique value and benefits of your product or service. So instead of getting bogged down in the features and technical specifications, you're really trying to understand the customer's needs and show them how your solution can help them achieve their desired outcomes.
Okay, so it's about moving beyond the what.
The what.
And focusing on the why.
The why.
Why should the customer care about your product?
Exactly. What problems does it solve for them?
Yeah.
How will it make their lives better?
How will it make their jobs easier?
All of those things.
Your lives better.
Quantify that value. Put a dollar amount on the benefits your solution provides.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, for example, let's say you're selling a new advertising platform to a media company.
All right.
Instead of just talking about its reach and targeting capabilities, you focus on how it can help them generate more leads.
Yes. Increase sales.
And improve their return on investment.
You might present them with case studies that show how other companies have used your platform to achieve similar results.
Right.
You might even offer to conduct a pilot program to demonstrate the value firsthand.
That's a great idea.
That's a good one.
So you're really building a strong business case for your solution and demonstrating its tangible impact on the customer's bottom line.
And in today's increasingly competitive market, that's more important than ever.
Okay, so we have 3 powerful methodologies.
Yeah.
nGülam for qualifying leads.
That's right.
Challenger sale for disrupting their thinking. And value selling for emphasizing value.
It's a good toolkit to have.
Yeah.
But nGülam doesn't stop there.
They don't stop there.
No, they also highlight the importance of technology implementation.
Because
it's impossible to overstate how crucial technology is in this digital age.
It is. We can't rely on gut instinct and outdated spreadsheets anymore.
It's like trying to navigate a new city with a paper map when you could be using GPS.
Right. You might eventually get where you're going.
You might.
But it's going to take a lot longer, and you're probably going to get lost along the way.
Exactly. Companies need to build robust data infrastructures, leverage CRM systems, and harness the power of analytics to gain a deeper understanding of their customers and the market.
They need a digital compass to guide their sales efforts.
They do.
Okay, so we're talking about using data to understand what's working, what's not, and what customers really want.
Personalizing the customer experience.
Right.
Optimizing your sales processes.
Yeah.
And ultimately driving revenue growth.
nGülam actually provides a real-world example.
They do.
Of how powerful this can be. They talk about a telecommunications company.
Yeah.
That used data analytics to identify a major pain point for their customers.
What was it?
Long wait times.
Oh, yeah.
For new product launches.
Makes sense.
So they analyzed their data, and they realized that their internal processes were incredibly inefficient.
Oh, wow.
They had multiple departments involved, each with their own systems and workflows.
It was a logistical nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So they decided to streamline their operations.
Okay.
Using technology to automate a lot of those manual tasks that were bogging them down.
Good for them.
And they implemented a new CRM system.
That's great.
That gave everyone a single view of the customer.
Smart.
The results were incredible.
I bet.
They reduced product launch times by 43%.
That's a game changer.
It is.
Not only did they improve the customer experience, but they saved a ton of time and money.
Talk about a win-win.
That's a big win.
It is. It really highlights how the right technology can be a catalyst for transformation.
For sure.
Okay, so we covered 3 key elements of transformation. Organizational change.
Yes.
Methodology modernization. And technology implementation.
What's the final piece of the puzzle?
The final piece of the puzzle is leadership alignment.
Leadership alignment. This one is absolutely crucial.
Because even the best plans will fail.
They will.
If you don't have buy-in from the top.
Transformation can't just be a bottom-up initiative.
Right.
It needs to be driven from the top down with the C-suite fully on board.
Yes.
And committed to guiding and supporting the change.
They need to be the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
The champions, the ones who set the tone.
Yeah.
And create a culture that embraces change.
And that includes providing the necessary resources.
Yes.
Fostering a culture that embraces change and celebrating successes along the way.
So it's like being the director of a movie.
Okay.
You need to have a clear vision.
Yeah.
Communicate it effectively to your team.
Yes.
And provide them with the support they need to bring that vision to life.
And if you have a director who's not invested in the project or who's constantly changing their mind, the whole production is going to fall apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So leadership alignment is about getting everyone on the same page.
Yes.
Creating that shared vision and empowering teams to make the transformation a reality.
It sounds like we've laid a solid foundation here.
I think we have.
Okay, great. Welcome back to Success Beyond Borders.
So we spent the last part of our deep dive talking about the 4 pillars of transformation.
Yeah, organizational change, methodology, modernization, technology implementation, and leadership alignment.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot to take in.
But hopefully you're starting to see the big picture.
It's a big picture.
Yeah.
The key takeaway is that the media and entertainment landscape is undergoing a seismic shift.
Oh, it is.
And companies that don't adapt,
they're going to get left behind.
They're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But nGülam doesn't just leave you with a warning. They offer a roadmap for success.
They do, and they actually lay out the key components of a successful transformation program.
They do.
It's almost like a behind-the-scenes look at how to make this happen.
So where do we begin?
Yeah, where do we begin?
They emphasize the importance of strategic foundations.
Okay, strategic foundation.
It's like laying the groundwork for your transformation. It involves a deep dive into the competitive landscape, and most importantly, the ever-evolving behavior of your customers.
So it's like the research phase where you're gathering all the intel.
Exactly. You're not just jumping into action without a plan.
So you need to understand the playing field, know your audience, and have a clear understanding of the challenges and opportunities.
And nGülam stresses the importance of using data to build a solid strategic plan.
Not just gut feelings.
This isn't about gut feelings. It's about making data-driven decisions.
So you got your strategic foundations in place. What's next?
Go-to-market planning and channel strategy.
Okay.
This is where you get really granular with your customer personas.
Oh, those detailed profiles that paint a picture of your ideal customer.
You're digging deep into their needs, pain points, buying behaviors.
Even their psychographics.
You're trying to get inside their heads.
I love that.
Understand what makes them tick.
Okay, so once you have a deep understanding of your target audience, you can start to optimize your approach across different channels.
That's right.
This is where you figure out how to reach them most effectively.
nGülam emphasizes the importance of diversifying your channels.
Yeah, the days of relying solely on direct sales are over.
They are.
So you got to explore partnerships, e-commerce platforms, content marketing, social media engagement.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's like a multi-pronged attack.
You said it.
You're hitting them from all angles.
With a message that resonates.
But how do we know if it's actually working? How do we measure the success?
That's a great question, and it brings us to the next component, that revenue operations and enablement.
Ooh, Revenue operation.
This is all about creating a well-oiled machine that supports your entire sales process.
So we're talking about streamlining data, choosing the right sales methodologies.
Empowering your sales teams with the tools and training they need to succeed.
It's a system that runs smoothly.
Smoothly and efficiently.
Yeah.
And it all starts with building a unified data infrastructure.
Okay.
nGülam talks about creating a single source of truth.
I love that phrase. A single source of truth.
It's powerful because it gets at the heart of the problem.
They have data scattered all over the place.
In different systems, spreadsheets, and even people's heads.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It's a recipe for chaos.
So when everyone's working from different sets of data, it's impossible to make good decisions or get a clear picture of what's really happening.
A single source of truth eliminates that confusion.
Yes.
And ensures that everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, working from the same data,
Yeah.
making decisions based on the same insights.
Exactly. And once you have that foundation in place, you can start to implement the right sales methodologies.
All right. MEDDIC Challenger Value Selling.
Those are the ones.
But with so many options, it can be tough to know which one's right for your business.
That's where nGülam's expertise comes in.
They come in and help.
They work closely with clients to understand their unique needs and goals, and then recommend the methodology that's best suited for their situation.
So they're like a personal trainer for your sales team.
Like a personal trainer.
Okay, so we got the data, we got the methodology. What else do we need?
Change management.
Change management.
This is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
That often gets overlooked.
It's not enough to just tell people what to do.
Right, you need to explain the why behind the change.
Get them on board.
And provide the support they need to make that transition smoothly.
Change can be scary.
Especially for people who are used to doing things a certain way.
Exactly. You need to address their concerns, answer their questions.
Provide training and resources.
So they feel confident in the new environment.
nGülam really emphasizes robust training and leadership development programs.
Yes, they do.
Because sales teams need to be equipped with the skills
And the knowledge.
to succeed in this new data-driven world.
And leaders need to be empowered to champion the transformation and drive sustainable growth.
It's a holistic approach.
It addresses both the technical and human aspects of change.
And that's what sets nGülam apart from other consulting firms.
They understand that transformation is not just about technology and processes.
It's about people.
It's about people.
We've covered a lot of ground, but I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
We are.
What else do they have in their toolkit?
They have a whole arsenal of proven transformation frameworks.
Ooh.
Each designed to address specific challenges and opportunities.
Okay.
We'll dive into those next time, but let me leave you with this thought.
Okay.
nGülam believes that transformation is not a one-time event.
Hmm?
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
And they're here to guide you every step of the way.
Welcome back to Success Beyond Borders.
It's the final act.
We're the final act of our deep dive.
It's of our deep dive into nGülam's The Unfolding Script.
And I'm feeling like a character who's about to have a major breakthrough.
A transformation.
So we talked about the what and the why.
The what and the why.
Of transformation.
In the media and entertainment world.
Now it's time to tackle the how.
The how.
It's all well and good
to
have a brilliant strategy, but if you can't execute it...
It's just words on a page.
nGülam understands this.
And they place so much emphasis on reinforcement strategies.
Okay, so this is about making those changes, turning those new behaviors into habits.
Creating a culture that embraces transformation.
Not as a one-time event,
but an ongoing journey.
I'm ready to hit the road.
All right.
Where do we start?
At the heart of nGülam's reinforcement strategy is a commitment to continuous learning and improvement.
Okay.
They kick things off with robust training and coaching programs.
That makes sense because you can't expect people to excel
in
a new environment without giving them the skills and the knowledge.
They need to thrive.
They need to thrive.
nGülam understands that the media and entertainment landscape is constantly changing.
It is always changing.
So training can't be a one-and-done event.
It can't be.
They advocate for ongoing training.
Yeah.
Keep sales teams sharp.
Up to date.
Up to date on the latest practices, industry trends.
And evolving customer needs.
Most importantly, evolving customer needs.
So it's not just about teaching them how to use the new CRM system. Or walking through a sales methodology.
It's about giving them the tools.
The tools they need.
To be lifelong learners.
And be adaptable.
Adaptable and ready to tackle whatever challenges come their way.
So they don't just rely on old school classroom training.
Oh no, they incorporate a variety of methods to make learning more engaging.
Like what?
Workshops, online courses, peer-to-peer learning.
Yeah.
And even gamification. Gamification.
Gamification.
Oh, yeah, that sounds way more fun.
It's a lot more fun.
And a boring PowerPoint.
It's about incorporating game mechanics and elements to make learning more interactive and fun.
So how does that work in sales training?
Imagine earning points for completing modules,
Oh,
competing against your colleagues on leaderboards,
I like that.
or unlocking badges for mastering new skills.
Okay, I'm sold.
It taps into our natural desire for competition and achievement.
I can see how that would keep people motivated.
Very motivating.
What else is in nGülam's training arsenal? Coaching.
Coaching.
They believe that pairing sales teams with experienced mentors can make a world of difference in their performance.
So it's like having a personal trainer.
It's like a personal trainer.
For your sales skills.
These coaches can help sales reps identify their strengths and weaknesses, develop their skills, overcome challenges.
It's like a secret weapon.
A secret weapon.
Okay, so we have training and coaching
We do.
to equip our sales teams for success.
What else?
What else is on nGülam's reinforcement agenda?
Sales enablement.
Sales enablement, we touched on this briefly.
Briefly, when we were discussing nGülam's go-to-market transformation framework.
It's about giving sales teams the tools, the resources, the content they need to be effective.
Effective out in the field.
We're talking about sales decks, product demos, customer case studies, battle cards, competitive analysis reports.
It's about arming your sales team with everything they need to engage customers.
And close deals.
And in today's digital world, that often means providing access to online tools and resources.
It's not just about handing them a binder anymore.
nGülam helps companies develop comprehensive sales enablement platforms.
Okay.
Think of it as a centralized hub,
A centralized hub.
where sales teams can easily access training materials, sales collateral CRM systems, even marketing automation tools.
So it's a one-stop shop.
A one-stop shop for everything a sales rep needs to be successful.
I can see how that would save time and boost productivity,
It also ensures that the content is always up to date,
which is so important.
critical in a fast-paced industry like media and entertainment.
Okay, so we've got training, coaching, and sales enablement.
We do.
What's next?
Consistent communication.
Communication.
nGülam stresses the importance of consistent communication throughout the transformation journey.
Yeah, because transformation can be disruptive.
It can be.
And when people don't know what's going on.
Right, they fill in the gaps with their own assumptions.
Which can lead to fear resistance and even sabotage.
You need to keep everyone on the same page.
Everyone on the same page.
From the C-suite to the frontline sales reps.
So it can't just be a top-down one-way street.
It can't.
So it's about creating a culture of open dialogue.
Open dialogue where feedback is valued.
Where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas and concerns.
nGülam recommends a mix of communication channels.
Okay, like what?
Regular email updates,
Okay,
town hall meetings
bigger announcements.
for Q&A,
Yeah.
even online forums where people can connect and share ideas.
So it's about building a sense of transparency and shared ownership.
When people feel like they're part of the process, they're much more likely to embrace change.
This all sounds great, but how do we measure the success of our transformation efforts?
Performance monitoring.
Performance monitoring.
You can't just set things in motion and hope for the best.
Right. You need to track key metrics.
Measure progress, identify areas for improvement, make adjustments along the way.
So what kind of metrics should we be tracking?
That depends on your specific goals.
Okay.
But nGülam recommends focusing on a few core areas: sales pipeline growth conversion rates,
Okay.
customer lifetime value,
Okay.
and customer satisfaction scores.
So you're measuring the effectiveness of your sales process, the value you're delivering to customers, and their overall satisfaction.
nGülam helps companies set up dashboards and reporting systems,
Oh, nice.
provide real-time visibility into these key metrics.
So it's like having a speedometer for your sales engine.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered training, coaching, sales, enablement, consistent communication, performance monitoring.
We have
What's the final piece?
a culture of continuous improvement,
A culture of continuous improvement.
moving beyond the idea of transformation as a one-time event,
Okay.
embracing it as an ongoing journey.
So it's not about reaching a destination.
No.
It's about enjoying the ride and constantly looking for ways to improve the journey.
I love that analogy.
It's about fostering a mindset
A mindset of experimentation and innovation.
where people aren't afraid to try new things,
Yeah.
learn from their mistakes.
And constantly push the boundary.
nGülam believes that a culture of continuous improvement is the key to long-term sustainable success.
Especially in this industry.
I think that's a perfect note to wrap up our deep dive into the unfolding script.
It's been quite a journey.
We explored nGülam's comprehensive approach to transformation,
From the strategic foundations to the crucial reinforcement strategies.
And make change stick.
If you're ready to take your business to the next level and thrive in this dynamic world,
nGülam's insights are definitely worth exploring.
They offer a roadmap.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Success Beyond Borders.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of media and tech.
Thanks for joining us.